What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Big and Blizz podcast. This is episode 16, and to kick it off, I want to actually speak on the kickoff of the NFL season, our return to football after those, grueling 6 months of no actual games. I'm super excited, and what I'm really excited about, Big, is I'm a Cowboys fan. We know this. And we opened up the season, the lone game on Thursday Night Football. Mind you, we didn't have an episode last week, so this might seem to you like we're a little bit, behind schedule, which we are. But the Cowboys and Buccaneers battled each other in Tampa Bay, the Tampa Bay Gronkaneers. And everybody thought that the Cowboys were going to get blown out. I mean, or shut down pretty bad. It's iffy how Dak's going to play because he's coming off that big injury. If he's going to be scared in the pocket. And Dak showed out. It was like 406 yards passing or 430.
That game was just wild.
It was amazing.
For it to be the first game and both teams to come out and throw Tom Brady had almost 400 yards.
379, I believe.
Yeah, it was...
Dak had 406 or 409.
And to be honest, everybody's going to be like, well, Dak threw a pick, Tom threw two. Mm-hmm. If I'm the statistician there, if I look at it, Dak didn't throw a pick.
But we've also discussed this, Big, where... You know how they didn't start counting the 3-point in statistics or sacks in statistics for the NFL until years later after the league had already started and stuff. They need to change the statistics, in my opinion, to where if you hit like an error in baseball, if you hit a receiver right in the hands, right in the pocket, like the chest, the stomach, and it's clearly catchable, and he bobbles it and he gets intercepted. That should either be an interception for the wide receiver or a half, you can get a half sack as a defensive player, a half interception for the quarterback, half for the for the wide receiver. But honestly, I think it should just be a full interception on the wide receiver.
Yeah, I think it should be a different stat. And I've always thought that safeties, big hitting safeties, get screwed because if they don't get interceptions and they don't pass deflect. But they hit people and make them drop it all the time. That's not a stat.
Yeah.
I think that I've always thought that the receivers should get credit for interceptions when it clearly should have been caught. And I think guys should get a forced drop stat.
A pass deflection kind of thing?
Well, there's a pass deflect stat, but that means you had to reach out and knock the ball out of the way. Hand. But when receiver's catching it, and I mean, now in the league that we watch, it happens less because they're not allowed to really light up receivers. But there's those linebackers and safeties who... Like
the Ray Lewis's and
a guy that will go to catch it and they light him up.
Ed Reed and the Legion of Boom.
And there's legit no stats. So they could end a game with almost no tackles and nothing, so it looks like they didn't really do much. But they could have broken up 5, 6, 7 passes by hitting people.
Yeah, saved the game. So the sack can be called something like a forced incompletion.
A forced drop.
A forced drop. Well, yeah, exactly. And you're right. So like you were saying, Dak threw an interception statistically, but really, if it wasn't, I mean, it was a CeeDee Lamb right in the hands. It should have been, I mean, and this is coming from, what do they call it, the Monday quarterback or whatever, is that what's called? And mind you, we've never played anything above, maybe high school and stuff. So, looking at it as a fan, he should have caught that. He even said that he should have caught that. Shit does happen, but Dak had a pretty perfect game in a sense of that.
Oh yeah.
So and same with Tom.
Yeah, he
threw two, but one of them wasn't his fault. The other one was clearly his.
Oh yeah, and then I think Tom's second one. He literally, didn't he lob the ball into the end zone at the end of the half or something?
Something, I don't remember exactly because it's been, a couple of week and a half.
But. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it was into the first half, they had the ball and they threw a Hail Mary and he just lobbed it into the end zone.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah, we caught it and we would have had a pick six from 109 yards, but our defensive back that intercepted it actually tripped over his own guy.
Yeah.
So I was pretty hyped about that.
So to me, in my opinion, that's just whatever. Yeah, that's just garbage.
Throwaway. Yeah. Absolutely.
Like who's not going to throw a pick 95% of the time there?
Yeah. And Aaron Rodgers is the only one that gets away with him and Russ Wilson get more completions than interceptions in that situation. But I mean, the elephant in the room is the kicking. Like I told the wife, is okay. I get it. Statistically, a loss is a loss. We lost. It's on paper. We lost. But the kicking, I think, just all out football, we won that game. We won that game. I mean, yes, it's everybody on the team has to
show up.
Yeah, show up, and the kicker obviously did not.
Man was out the night before on the banana boat or something.
Right. Well, they said the coach and Jerry Jones said that he just came off of back surgery, and they didn't play him in preseason at all, and that's where they fucked up. They gave him no reps. So you need that after coming off an injury.
Yeah, but you're telling me that
Greg Zuerlein, who's known to be a legit just boss at kicking too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're telling me dude hasn't been practicing.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't get a live game rep, but it's not like he's a rookie that needed
a
ton. He's been around the league long enough.
Yeah, I agree. But
and I mean, okay, field goals, whatever, but to miss like a
chip
point
shot
after and
the chip shot, yeah.
I understand the 60-yarder.
Yeah, I get that too. It's just like Brady's throwaway interception.
Yeah,
like, it's whatever.
Like you miss a 60-yarder. No, like I mean, unless it's the game winner for the Super Bowl and you miss it.
Yeah,
that's the only time I'm going to get mad at you if I'm a fan of that team.
Yeah.
But if you miss a 60-yarder in a regular season game
it means something. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like you can't get mad at a guy 60-yarder. I mean, what's the record? 65?
Yeah. And that was high altitude in Colorado.
Yeah.
But no, I don't hold that one against him. But yes, the point after. But even if you would have made the point after, we would have still lost by one. The 37-yarder where he didn't just chip it left. He fucking tried hitting the side judge.
I don't even know if he hit the net, bro.
No, I don't know either, bro. But that right there. But again, everything like.
I'm not saying I could make that kick.
No, not at all.
Don't get me twisted.
But everything that happens, there's going to be, like if he would have made one of those field goals, like in the perfect world, we would have won by one. We as the Cowboys would have won by 1 point. But then again, if he would have made that 37-yarder, and then the score was changed, then the Buccaneers are going to come out and play differently too, and we could have lost by 3 or 2 touchdowns, or who knows, Yeah. But in a perfect world, him making that. We would have won by 1. I think our team, our offense, our defense, special teams minus Zuerlein, we won the fight. We won the fight. We lost the game. Everybody has to show up. It's a team sport. I get it. I'm not one of those to sit here and say, whoa, we won, but our kicker. No, we didn't win. It's on paper. It's on the record. We didn't win.
Yeah.
But goddamn it, we came out and stood toe-to-toe with the defending champs, who, mind you, have all 22 of their starters from their Super Bowl run last season all re-signed. So all their starters from last season.
They're like, let's ride these coaches. Let's go for another one.
Well, that's what I've been saying. The Tampa Bay Gronkaneers are the Lakers of the NFL. Everybody's going to the Lakers, trying to ring chase with LeBron, and they're doing the same thing with oh my God, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But who wouldn't want to play with the GOAT? Say they did, or against whatever. But
yeah, exactly.
But that's how I feel about it. Either way, I wasn't so mad about the loss. Yeah, I'm upset because I'm a competitor and I'm a huge fan, and a loss is a loss and it sucks. It's a punch in the gut. But I saw the brighter side of it too. Like, okay, that just shows the trajectory that we might be on, that we should be on. You know?
I mean, it makes you hopeful.
Yeah.
Being, like, Dak seems healthy.
Yeah.
The defense seems like they can put up with.
Yeah.
A good offense.
Yeah, we our defense had got 4 turnovers.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's as a fan, you're like, okay, yeah, we took that L.
Yeah.
But at least we got to see what our team was.
Yeah, we came out playing the defending champs.
You didn't come out and get
punched in the mouth,
skunked, and fucking smacked around the field.
And a lot of people thought we were. I didn't know if we were going to win the game, but I didn't think we were going to shit the bed.
I figured Tampa Bay was going to come out and win.
Yeah.
Not
by this fashion, though, huh?
No, I thought it would have been...
A win was a win.
Like, 10 points, somewhere around there. That's where I figured it would probably be, because I didn't think... I think the Cowboys have a chip on their shoulder being scheduled against the defending.
And we said that coming out, and we talked about it on an earlier episode. Tom being on his BS said he couldn't wait to play "quote unquote" America's team. Like he was ready to give it to us. Remember that? So hey, you know what? It's all respect. It's all love. He's the GOAT. You know, you gotta tip your hat to him on that. But that's where I stand as a Cowboys fan and a diehard at that. My Cowboys look great. They looked amazing. Yeah, the kicker, you know, shanked 2 field goals and a point after. Mind you, like Big said, you can't really hold the 60-yarder against him. The 37-yard you can, but the fucking point after, even if you would have hit that, we would have lost by 1. But god damn it, come on, man. Come on.
Right.
Like, enough with the hooker and blow before games, you know? So,
this ain't the 80s.
Yeah, right? So we can smoke a cigarette on the sideline and, you know, get your 1-bar mask or face mask helmet and run in.
Right.
But that's where I stand on that. Do you want to speak on that anymore?
No, that's what I mean. That's what I said. It's hopeful for Cowboys fans to see Dak healthy.
Gronk looked amazing with those 2 touchdowns and the other shit he did. Dude, Gronk, fuck man, he's like a caveman. Like, you know,
he's the type of tight end that just bangs his head against the wall until he gets through it. Like he just doesn't give a.
He reminds me of like a caveman, like Flintstone shit. Like you're like, what's 3 + 4, Gronk? Gronk say orange. You know, like you know that kind of. I love Gronk. Gronk's like one of my favorite people in the NFL. Like he's a fucking character.
He just doesn't have finesse in my opinion. He's just that, like you said, that caveman that's just powering through everything.
Well, and his personality matches. Like I just love Gronk. He's like that full send, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but did we mention something about Tom Brady earlier? Didn't he criticize something or?
Oh, I saw something. It was just a little thing I saw where. Because they're playing the Falcons this weekend. He was doing an interview, and there was
still on his BS.
A TV behind him running like Sports Center or whatever. But in the bottom, if you're looking at the TV, bottom left, but it was over Tom's right shoulder, and it literally the time for this whole interview, mind you, was stuck on 3:28.
If you go, sorry. Go ahead.
Everybody's saying it's his shot at the Falcons because his Patriots were down 3-28.
Yeah, 28-3 at half,
and ended up coming back and beating the Falcons in the Super Bowl.
How you can't tell me that's not a shot? And it was a press conference leading up to them playing against the Falcons, and they're in the same division. Like, come on, man. Like, dude, Tom Brady still has that. He's got that Energizer battery in the back that just keeps going and going and going. He got that battery in his fucking back, dude. Like, and think about how much thought had to go into that. He literally had to tell one of the people that knows how to manipulate electronics or whoever their tech people are for the team. Mm-hmm. He had to do that.
Well,
unless he just
I honestly
a sticker
think,
or something, you know?
I honestly think if I remember that correctly, I don't think he was in a facility. I think he was like at his house or something, doing like an interview for like a podcast or something. It was about like football and what's going on and who they're playing this week. But yeah, it wasn't like in Tampa Bay's facilities. It was in like his house or somewhere like that.
I wonder if he came up with that on his own or if his wife was like, "Hey," but it could have just been a sticker, you know, that they put on. Who knows? But that's awesome. But you want to kick it off to the next topic, which the Thursday night football opener.
You mean
Monday night. That's going to be a hard one to beat too.
Oh yeah,
what a fucking show they put on.
Yeah, no, when they went into overtime, I was like, God.
Las Vegas Raiders versus Baltimore Ravens, mind you.
Yeah, went into overtime, and the Raiders got ball, and I was like, man, they could end it.
Yeah, it had to be a touchdown because a field goal. Then the other team gets a chance.
Yeah, and so when they drove down and that first drive is where that touchdown got called back, right?
On the inches, yeah.
Yeah, and so he scored, and I was like...
before it got called back, though, the game was, quote-unquote, over.
Yeah.
The players... Lamar and Dak. Yeah, Lamar and fucking Derek Carr in the middle.
And as I was seeing the replay, I was like, bro, I don't know why y'all dapping. That's coming back.
Yeah. Well, they didn't see the but you would think you wait for the outcome, you know?
But yeah, they were dapping it up and whatever.
Players that left the field, everything.
And then I was watching it with some people, and I was like, once it got called back, I was like, Carr's going to throw a pick. And they were like, no way.
That's his
Like,
MO.
I was like, no, I was like, he's going to throw a pick here, and it'll give the Ravens a chance to win the game. And sure enough, threw the pick.
Shit.
And then as the Ravens are driving down, I was like, they just need to get in a field goal range.
Mm-hmm.
And so I knew that once they got close enough, they were going to start getting run heavy, conservative, just try to center the ball up.
Especially with Lamar.
And I was like, dude, Lamar's going to fumble. And one of the guys I was watching with the Ravens fan, he's like, nah, bro, don't put that energy out there. I was like, nah, he going to fumble. And then sure enough.
Shit, yeah. Well, and this... Sorry, go ahead.
He comes through, who was it? McCoy? Was it McCoy?
No, Nassib.
Nassib,
the one who came, the openly gay player.
Yeah, so Nassib comes through and stripped it out, and I was like,
fuck yeah, he did.
I was like, how the fuck do I, like, okay, now I'm Tony Romo, I can just tell what the fuck's happening, bro? Right. Motherfuckers up in the booth like, hey, they about to do this, and then it happens.
Shit.
And I'm over here like, yep, about to fumble the ball.
Right. And that's like, my wife's a die-hard Raiders fan. Like, ridiculous. And when they were driving down, you know, they got the inches line, then they got that fucking false start. They were like, my wife, and she said it, and I was thinking, like, this is what the Raiders do. They play good, keep them even game, and then shit the bed at the very end a lot of times. So for that, you know, they quote unquote won the game, and it got called back, and everybody's fucking heart was up here, and then it dropped in the pit of their asshole. And then for them to get that false start, and, you know, Carr I thought he got over the line, but you couldn't really tell with that first play. It's the first down sneak. And then throwing the interception, it just sucked the air out of the room. My wife was like, "How?" You know? And then you give the ball back to Lamar and fucking the Ravens, and you know they're going down and getting a field goal, which will win the game. Like, you couldn't tell us that the Raiders...
At that point, you're like, GG, dap it up, let's go.
Yeah, right? Okay, Derek, just take over jersey so you can be ready to give it to him. And then that fumble. And then the touchdown to end the game. Like, they did that zero rush. Like you said earlier, they thought they were just going to run to get a couple yards, and they were trying to to get them out of field goal range. The zero blitz.
I mean, the Raiders they were literally just going to take the 3. Mm-hmm. Call it GG.
Fuck yeah.
And then all of a sudden they couldn't find the kicker in time.
He was eating a hot dog in stands. Probably. I'm not saying that's what happened.
Man's over here, like, whatever, chopping it up.
Getting numbers from chicks right there on the fucking in the crowd.
And they get that delay of game, and I don't know what went through the defensive coordinators. Like,
well, you do. You said it exactly.
I know what his train of thought was, but to leave
Zay Jones,
well, just anybody, uncovered like that.
Well, they thought it was going to be a handoff, like a draw.
In my mind, it's like, at least man that guy up.
Yeah.
To me, it's like, if you're going to run an all-out blitz, man up the receivers that are off the line at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you have everybody stacked and you're ready to go, like, who's to say, like, if
it's not
dude's out there, Carr could see it happening, or any quarterback, and just fucker abort the run.
Or you think he hand off to the running back? I guess they don't have a lot of time like that. Hand off to the running back, and they see it, they can just drop it, you know. But again, not really, because that wide receiver is not going to be looking for a pass once it's handed off for sure. You know?
Like I was saying, if Carr goes like this and goes to hand it off, and he sees this blitz,
sees Zay Jones,
and he sees the receiver, whoever it is, hanging out.
This one.
He could literally just holler, because these receivers and quarterbacks, you may not think they can hear each other, but they yell at each other all the time to get attention, and
dump that bitch off,
throw it, and dude, even if he wasn't headed towards the end zone, there's nobody by him, so he can just walk into the motherfucker.
Right, and then Humphreys gave up, just started walking like, you know.
Well, because
when the ball's in the air, he was close enough to where he should have at least tried to.
He should have given the effort, but at that point, he's like, eh.
It is what it is, and
that's one of those things where there's that emotional roller coaster, and he probably was like pissed off that Lamar fumbled it, pissed off that they were even back out there on defense.
The Ravens lost twice in that game.
Oh, facts.
You know, I mean, in a sense, you know. But yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, the Raiders came out with the W, looking sweet.
I'm going to put this out there now.
Oh yeah,
Ravens fans, we know that y'all are down bad when it comes to injuries.
The injury? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But y'all had a chance to win the game.
Yeah.
It's back to this whole next man up shit. Like, come on.
Absolutely.
At that point, like, you were in the position to win the game, so it has nothing. Obviously, it had nothing to do with your injured players.
Yeah, for Lamar to fumble it. Yeah.
So if you like, and I understand, like, I looked at it, it's like 21 guys are on the injury list,
And some bigger names and shit too. So yeah, we're not taking that again away from.
But that's not why you lost.
No, not at all.
If all of a sudden, because the running backs have been ran buckshot through injury wise, if you handed it off and the running back that you signed fumbled it 4 times,
or an offensive lineman that is out that one stepping in got bull rushed and ran over and they stripped Lamar, that makes more sense too. But what now we're talking like, so we're obviously on the topic of NFL games and the wins. You want to make predictions for next week now? You want to do that?
Yeah, real fast. We all know. Well, I don't know. Chandler Jones got 5 sacks, right?
Yes.
This weekend. Did you see what the offensive lineman that he annihilated said?
Yeah, he was actually thanking him for making him a better player because he's going to study hard or some shit.
Yeah,
right?
so he said, obviously I got torched by Chandler Jones this weekend, blah, blah, like big Twitter post. And he said, I appreciate you showing me what I need to work on. I'll be watching that game footage, making myself better for my team, my squad, for myself, for everything. I was like, damn, bro. Like,
you ate some humble pie?
I mean, hey, when you give up 5 sacks, you got to do something.
Either that or Chandler said, I'm your daddy. He said, yes, daddy.
Right?
He made a post.
5 sacks. And, hey, that props that O-lineman for...
Yeah.
Because a lot of guys have too much pride.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I would have said something, but not to that magnitude.
Yeah, no. But, so if we want to run down the games for...
You want to do that, or do you want to talk about Aaron Rodgers first?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, while we're on the... my bad, I'm all over the place today. But I asked you earlier when we were discussing topics for this episode. You think Aaron Rodgers is throwing the games?
I've said this to many people talking about that game. I think he's trying to force
their hand. Yeah.
Because we all know Aaron Rodgers as an MVP caliber quarterback.
Every year he steps on the fucking field.
And then all of a sudden he's going to come out and give a worse passer rating than if you were to hike the ball and spike it the whole game.
Shut up. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Holy
His passer rating that game was worse than if I went out there and they hiked it to me and I just spiked it for the whole 4 quarters.
It's just like one of those, would you fight Mike Tyson for... $20 million. Yeah, I'd step in the ring and he'd swing and miss and I'd go down. That's like that. That's that shit. And then he's sitting on the bench like he's an old smoking, like Camel Joe smoking motherfucker.
Yeah. We read that thing earlier that Mike Irvin said if you're contemplating retirement,
you're already done.
You physically and mentally you've already retired. Mm-hmm. So if Rodgers is literally like, fuck this, I'm retiring, in his mind.
Yeah.
Is that why he played bad? I don't think it's not that bad.
No. For him he'd want to go out on it, like to look nice if he's retiring, you would think. And
I do think that he's kind of money-wise he's forced to play.
Yeah.
Or he's going to lose, he's going to get fined and he's going to lose a ton of money, and from a business perspective that's just not the move.
Yeah. And mind you, money-wise he's pretty set for life no matter what.
Yeah, and I mean, but are you willing to lose $20 million?
But that's what I'm saying. He's not one of these quarterbacks that is like they don't know money like that, and they're you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I mean.
So I think he feels forced to play.
Well, we talked about this earlier episodes before the season started. He could have used the COVID bullshit to get out of things too.
But he still wouldn't have got paid.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have lost money.
So, he wouldn't have been fined. But
he's not. I mean, if no matter how you look at it, he's got enough money to where he's not forced to play. But I see what you're where you're coming from on that too. You know, like he's not going to let that money go to. You know, he's not Andrew Luck, where the Colts told him, hey, we'll still, you know, all you have to do is, or no, they didn't tell him anything legally in the contract. If he were to reported to the first week, his contract, the guaranteed money he would have got, and he retired after the 3rd preseason game, after 4th, or halftime.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't retire at the time.
It leaked.
Adam Schefter broke the news, which is kind of fucked up. But I get it. You've got to break the news because if you don't, somebody else is. Yeah. It's a hot story, especially that one.
But so yeah,
didn't the Colts give Andrew Luck like hella money? Like either way, they paid him his contract, part of it, right? Even after he retired. But sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, so I do. I think Aaron Rodgers. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think he's trying to force their hand.
Yeah, to trade him. He wanted to go to Denver, right? That's
honestly,
what rumors were.
Rumors were Denver.
Seattle.
I think he just wants to move
to the West Coast. Yeah,
he wants to move closer to home. I think.
Well, he grew up a diehard 49ers fan, so.
They're real high on Jimmy G still, so.
Which is weird because didn't Trey Lance? I don't.
He had a decent preseason, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, predictions then.
Yeah. So I just wrote him down from early morning game to late night game, as found on Google. So. And
mind you, we're recording. Right now, it's Saturday, September 18th. So we already Thursday night football was already played, and
I all knew. I
Washington,
the Giants would lose.
Football team to New York Giants. By the way, happy birthday to my firstborn, Jordan Anthony. He turned 14 today, and proud of you, son. Love you. But let's get back to football.
So first game would be Raiders versus Steelers.
I say Raiders.
I picked Raiders.
Okay.
The Steelers don't look like the Steelers of old.
No. Big Ben is,
And then it's Niners versus Eagles.
49ers. Well, they get a lot of injuries.
The Eagles do too. The Eagles are hurt. I'm going Niners. I mean, I hate to pick the Niners, but I just feel
either way, it sucks for me because as a Cowboys fan, I can't stand either of those teams. But I'd rather have the Niners win because they'll take somebody out of my division because other team in my division won, I think, besides us.
Yeah.
And but then again, the Niners win, then I got to hear that bullshit because we live in Northern California for fucking the whole week or whatever. Quest for 6?
You know, the crazy thing is...
What's that?
It's something I saw. The AFC West, which is where the Broncos play, and the NFC West, which is where the Niners play, all 4 teams in those divisions won.
Yeah.
Nobody lost in those 2 divisions in week 1.
That's crazy.
And then Texans versus Browns.
Browns.
I'm going Browns just based solely off of their performance against the Chiefs.
Seriously.
They came out and smacked the Chiefs in the mouth.
Shit.
They didn't finish.
No.
Obviously.
There was some weird shit. Well, that's kicker fault. The punter was a lot of fault. First off, he fucking shanked a punt. Or hella bad. Or, no, sorry. He bobbled this. He fumbled it. Picked it up. It was a good snap. And then he was like a cat when you scare it and it's like stuck. He went like side to side, like, oh shit. And he got mauled over. And then the next time he was supposed to be up, he couldn't find his fucking helmet. He put his helmet, couldn't find his helmet.
Hey, Browns do what Browns do, baby.
Right? Yeah, Browns is the Super Bowl. But yeah, Browns for sure. I think they're going to dog walk the Texans, who doesn't have Deshaun Watson as quarterback or anybody big name right now.
And then Broncos, Jags. As a Broncos fan,
I'm saying Broncos.
I'm going Broncos. And I'll be honest, if it was a team that I thought we would lose to, I might not go with them. But the Jags, after their week 1 performance.
Yeah, and their coach, Urban Meyer.
Yeah, there's a lot going on down there behind the scenes that I think that...
There's always something going on in Jacksonville, too.
And then Saints versus Panthers.
Saints.
I'm going Saints. I'm going to stick with Teddy Bridgewater. Jameis Winston. Teddy Bridgewater was a Saint.
5 touchdowns, 0 turnovers.
A cataract surgery.
Yeah, surgery. For all those picks he threw in Tampa Bay, when it was Tampa Bay, he said that after he got let go, he had cataract surgery or whatever, LASIK surgery, and shout out to our boy Pat McAfee, not our boy personally, but big fans of the Pat McAfee podcast. He was saying that he can turn his whole career around, and Pat's usually right.
And and he threw 5 touchdowns on only 148 yards, which is now officially the least amount of yards needed for a 5-touchdown game.
Yeah, and would the last one?
The last touchdown was a 55-yard pass to I don't remember the receiver's name, which meant that he had 4 passing touchdowns with under 100 yards.
Yeah, which is crazy. So under 20, like if you average it, that's like 15 or 18 yards per touchdown throwing, and they're all by air, right? They're all thrown.
Yeah, all 5 were thrown.
Fuck, that's ridiculous. All right.
And then Rams, Colts. I'm gonna
say Rams.
Solely defensively.
Yes, Aaron Donald stuff.
Bills, Dolphins.
Dolphins for me.
I'm taking Bills.
Okay.
The Dolphins. did pretty good week one.
Against Patriots.
Yeah,
But the Patriots don't really. They're not firing like that.
Yeah,
right
so I just feel like the Bills' defense is going to be a lot harder for Tua to dissect than Patriots was. Patriots Jets.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. I'd say Jets. Who's their quarterback right now?
The Jets. Is it Sam Darnold?
No, he's with He's somewhere completely different. I'm looking. I think he's.
I know that he got.
He's with Carolina, isn't he?
Isn't it?
I'm looking it up right now. But
it's right on the tip of my tongue.
Let me see.
Rams' old quarterback.
They have Zach Wilson. What?
Oh no! It's their rookie they drafted last year, right?
Zach Wilson, Mike White, and Josh Johnson.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna see where Darnold went. Sam Darnold. I don't know why I don't know that off the top of my head. Sam Darnold is
Lions.
What? No, he's with the Panthers.
Panthers. Okay.
Goff is with the Lions.
That's what it was. I was like the Rams. Goff went somewhere. That's where I was trying to figure. I thought he was. I don't know. I thought Jets.
Oh my goodness. Panthers make Sam Darnold helmet with hilarious version of team logo that he drew. It's a cartoonish cat. Like he drew the logo and they made a helmet for him. The Panthers did, which is hilarious. Sorry, go ahead.
That's funny. So I went with Patriots. You're going with Jets?
Yeah, I'll go with Jets. I don't really know either
honestly,
way, but I'm just gonna bet against you.
Honestly, I don't know. Both those teams don't look great this year.
Yeah.
Bengals versus Bears.
Bears. I'm saying Bears.
I went Bears just because Bengals they're down bad at this point. They've been down bad for a while, but
their whole
since Chad Johnson and
since Ocho.
Falcons Bucks.
Bucks.
I went Bucks also.
The Falcons really shit the bed against who was it? The Eagles.
Yeah. Vikings versus Cardinals.
Ooh, Cardinals. Kyler Murray. How many? He had what? 4. Was it 5 touchdowns? 4 in the air, 1 running.
Yeah, I think so. He had a game, and then if Chandler Jones is stoked up about what's happening.
Yeah, Chandler Jones. Yeah, fuck.
JJ's there just for the ride at this point.
Yeah.
Titans versus Seahawks.
Seahawks. Russ always finds a way.
Cowboys versus Chargers.
Cowboys all day. Cowboys for me, obviously.
That's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good game.
And like you said, you as a Broncos fan, if you thought it was a team that would beat them, you would say it. And I'm, as a Cowboys fan, and I think they're gonna beat the Chargers. I really do.
I'm gonna go with you on this one, for 2 reasons. One, what they did against the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
And 2, I just want to beat the Chargers in my division.
Yeah, and knowing the Cowboys, that first game could be a complete fucking fluke, and we could lose the next 9. You know how we can.
Yeah. And so then Chiefs versus Ravens. I'm going Chiefs.
Yeah, for obvious reasons.
And then Lions versus Packers. Goff had a really good game.
Yeah.
In his first game in Detroit. I'm going Lions based on
because of what we just talked about.
I think Aaron's
chart throw shit.
So
if we get, I'm going Lions with you. But if we get Aaron coming out and actually wanting to play, then I would say Packers. If they go to Jordan Love, which they're not going to do this early in the season.
No,
I would say Packers. You know.
Yeah. Like if Aaron comes out and he's actually playing, being himself.
Yeah.
Obviously the Packers win, but I don't know. I don't think he's just going to be like, never mind.
Yeah.
Well,
fuck it. I'll say Packers just to go against you. So yeah, mark me down with Packers.
So that's all the games. I believe that Lions-Packers game is actually the Monday night game this week.
Oh, shit.
So
battle of the fucking 1 stars.
Yeah, it's a tough. It's a tough Monday night game to have to watch. Lions versus. It used to be like that would be like a really good game to watch.
Yeah, you would think, right, with Stafford and then freaking like I said, how do you beat the Ravens-Raiders Monday Night Football game? How do you top that? I mean, there's ways, obviously. I just don't see it happening. It's gonna be a hard one, dude. I don't see it happening. Like when your Broncos played my Cowboys, and mind you, this is years ago. Tony Romo was still, under center, and you guys beat us 51-49.
Yeah,
that was a Monday Night Football game, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was. Yeah.
Then that, I don't think anybody's ever beat that shit. That fucking. What a shootout, dude.
Well, and for
Peyton versus Rump,
Yeah, for the Thursday night game to be super good.
Yeah.
Honestly, NFL, if you ever hear this, for opening Thursday night, let's schedule 3 games.
Yeah,
two
please,
or 3 games.
Please.
Like, let's make it an event, bro. Like,
Yes,
opening day in baseball is like the biggest fucking day of the season.
Yeah, like almost every team plays. Like, but
So
when
many
we
people
usually
play.
don't. We usually don't open. The NFL usually doesn't open on Thursday, do they?
I don't know.
It's just a date because it's always my birthday's on September the 10th, and it's always like between the 5th and the 10th.
Well, like if we're gonna open on Thursdays, if that's the new thing,
That's great.
I'm down. But let's get at least 2.
Yeah.
3 would be preferable. I know that like for a lot of us that work normal like bankers hours, like that 9 to 5, 8 to 6, whatever you want to call it, we would miss one.
No, you wouldn't. You'd be on your phone at school.
Well, yeah, we'd be on. But I'm saying like a lot of us we might miss the first game and part of the second game. But I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, right.
It just gives us more on day 1.
Yeah. And as a Cowboys fan, I was okay with it only being 1 because it was that prime thing,
Yeah.
you know? But I understand. And what's up? Does the NFL not do Color Rush anymore?
Normally,
I haven't seen that for like 2 or 3 seasons. It's Thursday night games or Color Rush games.
Yeah, but normally when they do Color Rush, when they were doing it,
Yeah. They don't do that anymore. Are you looking that up?
it was, what do you call it? They didn't start it on week, like the first Thursday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so NFL Color Rush was a promotion done with Nike, started in, discontinued in 2018.
What? Dude, that shit was so... Well, besides the mustard, like when the Buccaneers played the Rams, and it looked like mustard versus ketchup bottles.
Yeah. So some of the teams have used their jerseys since.
Yeah.
So the Cardinals...
I just don't understand why you just
The Cardinals' last use was for their black.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're all black.
I like their
yeah.
black uniforms, dope.
They used it in 2020, December of 2020.
Yeah.
2 years after.
It was discontinued.
The Atlanta Falcons only wore their Color Rush jersey 1 time.
Damn.
The Cardinals wore theirs 5 times. And notes for the Falcons, it says they discontinued their Color Rush as of 2020 because they did a whole uniform overhaul, so they won't be using that one.
Gotcha. You know what team? I think we've talked about it before. The Raiders need to have a Murder Squad uniform, just black on black on black.
Yeah, just have like silver number. Just literally everything from top to bottom is just
black. Black pants, black socks, black cleats, black jersey, black helmet.
Everything else just silver.
Yeah, black. Yes. Why have they not done that? I do not understand that. Like, what in the actual fuck? And even make these motherfuckers wear black visors. No, I'm kidding. But
I mean, that would be. I mean, if you're
ill.
If you're wearing a visor, I mean, most guys wear smoked out or black anyway.
Yeah. Well, I saw.
In game, I don't think you're allowed to wear weird colored visors in game. Some people do them in
practice and
and in like the pregame, and then me personally, I've always been told practice how you're going to play.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to see I wouldn't want to wear a polarized one or a one with like some of these guys in like warm ups and stuff wear ones with like the team logo across it.
Yeah.
Like
just
dope.
to be cool.
It looks dope.
Yeah.
If the NFL would allow it, dope. But I'm saying in game.
Yeah.
I think personally, I would wear the same visor in practice that I wore in the game.
I agree.
So, but yeah, no. If the Raiders just came out and said, "Look, we're gonna do a Midnight Raider or whatever you want to call the name of the jersey,"
they call the Allegiant Stadium the Death Star. You know, it could be called. It's a nickname, obviously, but yeah, whatever name they give it.
And they just came out and literally it was everything.
Solid.
No pins, no like side stripes, nothing. Just solid black.
Because they have a jersey like that, but yeah.
Raiders in silver, numbers in silver.
None of their jerseys say Raiders though. They just have the shield.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
Leave the shield for the Raiders, number, and then name in silver, back number in silver, and then that's it. Like make sure everybody's face masks are black.
Right. The whole helmet, everything.
And then just the helmet's all black, no stripe down the middle. Because don't they do a silver stripe down the middle?
Yeah.
No stripe down the middle.
Or even if you do the silver stripe, that's cool too. Put the shield on the side.
And then put your shield on the side.
But I just and when they did Color Rush, Nike was like, "Hey, white jerseys." What? The fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck, Nike? You're shitting the bed. Let Jordan put the Jordan logo on. Let's see if Jordan can fucking do it right.
Well, that's the thing is, to me, it's like the whole point of Color Rush was to make it like more like exciting
and team eccentric, like
and
to the
me,
team.
White is not
exciting. At all. No, it's a home jersey most time, but
and like that's the thing is, like to me, they missed on that mark. Like,
yeah, the
all
fuck
black
they did. Yeah, the fuck they did.
Dope. And we can talk about the mustard Rams or whatever the color was.
The ketchup and mustard.
But at least,
yeah,
at least that had color. That like it was it the best color? No, it's kind of like when the A's bring out their like banana uniforms.
Oh,
it was, like, bright yellow.
Yeah.
No,
it's a little bit odd.
But at least it was eye catching. Like when you saw it, you're like, oh, but when you see the Raiders run out and they're all whites, you're just like,
yeah, that's not even your thing. Like it's the black hole, it's the Death Star, it's the Raiders, the pillaging. It's dark.
Yeah,
it's pirates. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is just some pictures I found. Right on the far right, that would be a cool uniform. And for people, it's basically what Big was describing.
Yeah.
It's all blacked out. The only thing is the helmet. Yeah, no, it's exactly what we were describing. Black helmet, just with the silver stripe. But yeah. Anyways,
so
you guys
Davis,
can Google
if you
it.
do that, it was our idea first.
Yeah.
So
just give us a shout out. Yeah.
Give us some tickets.
Yeah, just give us a shout out.
Like that?
Promote the brand. Shit.
Murder now.
Yeah, with the visor and everything. No white undershirts. No white sleeves. Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
they missed the mark.
They did, minus the white stripes. But
yeah,
moving on from that, what do you got next, Big? What do you want to discuss? Do we still keep it at NFL? Do you have anything? Because if not, I can throw something out there.
No, I think that was the last NFL news that I had for us.
The only two things I have on my list one is Urban Meyer is still there's still a bunch of BS.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Behind the scenes, behind this, there's got to be. Well, isn't there rumors that he's going to sign his USC's?
He came out and said there's no...
Okay, but real fast.
Yeah, I'm
what
listening.
Does this sound like? Right now. Nick Saban is exactly what this sounds like.
Yeah.
Nick Saban was the Dolphins head coach, right? Like, he came up to the NFL, was the Dolphins head coach. No, man, I ain't signing with nobody. I'm going to stay. I'm a Dolphins coach. I'm not going to Alabama, whoop-de-wop.
And then there was a big story about that. Yeah,
where's he at?
He's Bama, isn't he?
Yeah, he left the Dolphins to go coach Alabama.
That's true. That's all I'm saying. Urban Meyer said no, but he's not a NFL caliber coach. Pete Carroll came up, went back, came back, and look at him, amazing.
Yeah.
But it's like most college coaches don't. It doesn't carry over to the NFL. Jimmy Johnson was one that did.
Then we have coach at Oregon, Chip Kelly.
Chip Kelly shit the bed.
Yeah, like he brought, and that's the thing is we always see these offenses in college. Like
he got rid of the star players when he went to Philly.
Well, that's the thing is he did something that Belichick does regularly. Belichick likes to keep guys that are bought in to how he wants to run the system. Chip Kelly did that his first season though. Yeah. Like
there's nothing to buy into. We don't know you yet.
Exactly.
You know?
But his thing was always about, even at Oregon, was about speed from between snaps. His goal was to have 10 seconds or under between each, like when the ball was snapped, when the ball was placed between when it was set and they could snap, he always wanted it under 10 seconds.
And he did that amazingly. He produced some,
he tried to bring that style
teams
to the NFL.
Yeah.
And it just didn't transfer.
Well,
because the thing is, college, they come up with all these things, the wildcat
gimmicks and stuff,
all these RPOs and all this stuff, and some of it trickles in. Like now we're starting to see a lot of RPOs, the run pass option, and all that kind of stuff because we're getting more mobile quarterbacks to be able to do it. But not everything's going to translate.
Yeah.
And this 10 seconds, that's all you guys get?
No, it's not going to work, especially with these 300-something-pound linemen. That are down the trenches against
that's the thing, is
big-ass defensive line.
So you're literally, essentially, you want to run a full NFL game, no huddle.
Yeah.
That's essentially what you want to do.
Yeah.
It works in college because you know what?
They're young and they're...
Each team has a few, like 1 or 2 stars.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
In the NFL, all guys that are on that field can ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, some teams like the Bengals and these teams that are bottom tier aren't that great.
But they're still NFL caliber players.
Yeah, because you're telling me that you could send the Bengals to go play against a college team and they wouldn't fucking dog walk
most of them. I don't know. You said them play IMG, and IMG might get the better of them.
I mean, IMG already beat a bunch of grown men, so.
Right? And my whole thing with Chip is from something I remember hearing part of, or partially remember hearing, is that he treated these NFL players like they were college kids, which he treated them like they were kids. Like, you can't do that. When you're in the NFL, like, coaches have to see them as equals, as in maturity and stuff like that. Because these motherfuckers making more than the same, if not more than you. Some of them, you know what I'm saying? And some of them are close to your age, depending on who you are. Like Sean McVay and stuff. You know, it's like 30. I think it's like 36.
Yeah.
You know, and he's got players that are his age, or older than him. But you know, it's a different thing with college. You are an authoritarian or whatnot as a coach. You can do all that stuff. But when you get to the NFL, you gotta drop that shit, leave that shit at the door, and treat them more like equals.
Well, that's the thing is, I think I remember hearing something where it was like Chip Kelly acted like he knew everything.
Yes, yeah, and there were so many players like
there were like coaches in college, like you said, are the authoritarian, the judge, the executioner, everything, because they know more.
Yeah, exactly.
And even then, I think at the college level, when you have guys like Tebow and guys who know what they're doing, you still it shouldn't be my way or the highway. There needs to be some give and take.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You should treat everybody with respect and equally. But when you get to the NFL,
well, that's the thing is like you're Chip Kelly. Okay, cool. You've been coaching in college for a while.
Oh, you've done what in college? You won how many chips? Cool, great, Rose Bowl, awesome.
But you're in the NFL, and you're getting guys who are 10-year vets being like, hey, maybe we shouldn't do this, maybe we should do this. And he's like, nah, bro, that ain't what I'm doing, fam. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
did he almost get a player almost fucked him up in the training room or something?
Probably did.
I don't remember. It's been a while. But then he went over to San Francisco to the 49ers and shit the bed there, too.
Honestly, I don't even know where he's coaching right now.
If he's coaching. If anything, could be a fucking, an assistant somewhere. I don't know. Maybe he's in the Canadian Football League.
He's the head coach of the Bruins.
The Bruins? UCLA?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he went back to college. I mean, and I'm being dead ass honest, didn't know that.
No, neither did I.
Yeah, so he's his annual salary is $3.5 million.
Wouldn't pay that. Well, and how are they doing though? Is he actually doing things?
I think it's saying his record since he took over UCLA is 12-21.
Ouch. Yeah, he should have stayed at Oregon.
His college coaching record as of right now, 58 and 28, and NFL record is 28 and 35. He's 2-2 in bowl games in the college, and 0-1 in the NFL playoffs. 2013, the Eagles did win the NFC East and go to the playoffs.
Yeah,
I mean,
gotcha. Well,
but I mean, 2013, what did the NFC East look like?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those divisions that like you could win with like a 500 record.
You flip a coin, see who's going in.
Yeah, type
the
of
Cowboys
thing.
always lost out in the last game of the season where we needed to win.
Yeah, so he's been back with UCLA, and I didn't know this because he coached 2013 to 2015 with the Eagles, and then he coached 2016 with San Francisco. Didn't coach anywhere in 2017.
He got ran out of San Francisco.
Yeah,
in the middle of season, I think.
Didn't coach anywhere in 2017, and then 2018 to now, he's actually been with UCLA.
Damn, that's wild.
Imagine going from one of the most sought-after college quarterbacks to...
Or coaches, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, it's how Mariota was, too. One of the most sought-after college quarterbacks, and now he's a backup to Derek Carr. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, if that's like we talk about all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Backup quarterback?
No, but I'm saying one of the most sought-after, broke records, national championship, Rose Bowl winner, and then, goes to the Titans and doesn't... He's okay. I'm not taking anything from him. But you saw the flashes of greatness, but it just didn't carry over, because it's not a run-first league.
I feel like his size and play, and I said this when he was at Oregon, it was never going to translate into a star quarterback.
Yeah.
And he, like I said, he shows flashes of greatness, and because he's, and I mean,
but when I agree. But hey, speaking of Flash, perfect right there, flashes of greatness. Flash Gordon, Josh Flash Gordon, trying to make a comeback. I guess he passed his treatment, like his. He was on like probation. Yeah, he's taken all the steps to make it back to the NFL, and I think that he's just waiting on to see if the commission will okay him to be back in the NFL.
How many times has the commissioner had to okay him to be back?
It's like the fifth time. But I mean, this guy's obviously he's partakes in the devil's lettuce. No, he smokes marijuana and stuff, and likes to drink and stuff. Who knows what else? But it's crazy. Like they suspended him for. When he came back from suspension from the Browns or whatever after years off, looked amazing, did everything great. Went to they let him back in, went to the Patriots, and then relapsed with weed and stuff, and they suspended him, and he did great again, and getting back to the league, and then they put him on the Seattle Seahawks the year after they legalized cannabis in Washington and Colorado, completely legal. They take a pothead who keeps fucking failing drug tests for weed and put him in a state where it's completely legal. I mean, he's a grown man. He needs to be able to fucking make that decision not get caught. Don't be so reckless.
My biggest thing is, I'm going to say this.
I don't think he's ever been busted for PEDs, though. But, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's from what I've always seen, it's always weed.
Well, I know that in Cleveland, when it first happened, it was a lot more than weed. It was like big, heavy drugs, too. Alcohol. Him and fucking... Manziel were partying together. Manziel's admitted that he became like a junkie pretty much, Yeah,
Manziel's admitted to becoming an alcoholic and all
like heavy drugs, coke, shit like that.
And but what I'm saying is like for all the weed suspensions and shit, like Roger Goodell, get your head out of your ass.
Yeah, give it a fucking break already.
Weed, marijuana, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is not a performance enhancing drug.
No.
Like, that shit's not gonna make you fucking run through a brick wall, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, come on, like, these guys, like,
it helps them.
Like, you're telling me, as Roger Goodell, you're telling me that you're more willing to sign off dudes getting cortisone shots in their back?
No, it starts with T, not cortisone. Well, cortisone too, but the one oh my god, what is it? I'll look it up.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's okay to get painkillers and get those shots.
Make them addicted to opiates, right?
Instead of, and I'm not saying that teams should be like, hey bro, we got the weed for you. But if you, as an athlete, are like, hey bro, I'm hurting.
Toradol. Yeah, sorry.
Like, and you want to smoke weed to help with that pain.
Yeah.
To me, as a person, I feel like that is better for your body, not more.
Yeah, your mind,
better
everything.
For your body.
Everything.
You're not hooked on opiates, and you're not like, and I think Roger Goodell and his health staff and I think he has to, and I think he looks at it more as it's not, because technically it's not federally legal.
Yeah. Was it like McAfee says, the old whites?
Hey, and that's the thing is, for a long time, it was called dope.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
just they know. Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
And we've all, like, a lot of us older ones have seen the old MTV commercials where the person's like flat on the couch, like,
the dog. You're just not the same since you've started smoking marijuana, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Like I used to be a pothead in high school. I never felt like that. My dog never talked to me. That's some other shit,
right?
Whoever you got that weed from laced your shit, bitch.
And that's the thing. Like, come on. Like, we all know. Like, if you smoke it, like, there's shit that makes you just chill. There's shit that gives you energy.
Yeah, like indica, sativa, and I don't even smoke. I don't partake in the marijuana partake.
And I'm saying you don't even like, and they're like, well, smoking's not good for their lungs. There's so many other ways to partake in it.
Yeah, edibles. You
can mix pills. It into your drinks, pills, oils, lotions,
tinctures, all that, like everything. So the possibilities are endless, but
my thing I always said with Josh Gordon, was if you had to make the choice between smoking weed and 10 years in the NFL, making millions, because he had the talent to be...
Oh, he was a superstar.
You're telling me, as a grown man, you can't be like, okay, no weed. Even if he was like, no weed for 5 years.
Yeah.
Let me get my bag, then I'll start smoking and do Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't the only reason Pat left.
Yeah.
But it was one of the reasons
on
his long list of reasons why he took his broadcasting route, and which is blown up.
Yeah, salute to Pat. I could only hope that we get anywhere near that success someday.
So it's like Gordon could have done something similar, made enough money to be comfortable, and went on to be an analyst or went on to do podcast, whatever.
Yeah.
And so for me, I'm like, dude, I could have easily been like, whatever. Like if it was like, you can't drink for 5 years to be a professional athlete for 5 years, that's fine.
And you have whatever you like.
And so that was always my thing with him, is like, if you know your job doesn't allow you to do it.
Yeah, that's it. Right there. Right there.
Like, I understand that it's the better option, but if your job is like, hey, look, bro, you can make 10 mil over the next 5 years, but you can't have another beer for 5 years. No alcohol for 5 years. Guess who's not having fucking alcohol for 5 years?
I'm going to be the square. No, I'm kidding.
I'll be the DD.
Driver,
I'll be kicking it with the boys soon.
Shit. Or not even put myself in a position to be around it. Or you could have done what what Pat say, like 75% of people in the NFL smoke. Just do what they do and not get caught. They know that you get that one drug test. You know, they know the month it's going to come in. They don't know the date. They stay clean for a couple months leading up. Boom, get that drug test, and they say they've been leaving the drug test, blunts in the car, smoking, and then they smoke throughout the whole season, off season, until
just don't get pulled over with weed in your car. Don't get caught smoking it on TMZ
and don't
post your videos.
You know the month you're gonna get drug tested, and they get drug tested once, unless they've been caught, and then they're on this fucking crazy. McAfee was worse, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, when they get, cause you get the piss tested like every other week type bullshit. Like they probably got a piss test every Monday when you get done.
Well, he said that he actually went on a cruise because the guy he had to check in with his handler,
his PO.
Yeah, basically, and he had to tell him every single place he was going to be at, what time he was going to be there, if he was going out of state, kind of thing. And he said no matter, he could be ice fishing in Alaska, randomly. He didn't, but if he could, quote unquote, be ice fishing in Alaska, and randomly the guy would show up to test him. And even the guy told him, "Dude, I hate doing this to you. I know you're good." Okay, it was all over alcohol, you know. But he said that he booked a cruise for him and his friends, or him and his fiance at the time, or girlfriend, just so he could be in the middle of the ocean to where the guy couldn't get to him. And he did that.
Lands on a helicopter.
Yeah, right. He comes down from a fucking rope like a SWAT or Navy SEAL. Here with the cup in his hand.
Piss.
Right.
It slides back up there, bitch. I'll send you the test results.
Right. But not only that, so if Josh Gordon gets allowed back into the NFL,
who's going to take the chance?
That's what I'm saying. Not even just the chance. How old is he now?
I don't know. He's been...
Not even the chance on if he's going to relapse on the weed and shit. But does he still have it? I know when he came back, when he went to
30.
Yeah. Oh, it's not that. I thought he was older. I know that when he went to fucking...
He's actually born the same year I was.
Gotcha. New England, he did great. Him and Brady were connected for big, like long passes. And
Speaking
shit.
of Brady,
and Seattle. Hold on.
Do you
think he brings them in?
Maybe, like if they still have that connection, because Buccaneers have given Antonio Brown a second home
after fucking Bruce Arians came out and said no fucking way in hell would he. You know Brady was like, Bruce. You
and actually,
hire him.
Crazy thing is he hasn't. I didn't know this because I don't really pay attention to this league. He hasn't not been playing football. Yeah. He's been playing football in the fan-controlled football league, which, whatever.
Yeah, it's football.
But it's not like he's been away. Well, he hasn't been away that long because he was on Seattle's roster officially up until 2020.
Yeah.
So
he was just on the commissioner's list and the whatever.
God, most NFL record holds the NFL record for most suspensions by an individual player.
Jesus, with how many?
It does not say.
Oh, that's crazy. But that's what I have on him. I don't know if people will take a chance.
He's a Super Bowl champ
with New England.
He's been All Pro.
Wait, was it New England or Seattle?
This one's, I believe, Elf.
I fuck me on those Roman
it was 2019 Super Bowl, so that would have been the Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots. So was that the 28-3?
No, that was the 13-3. They beat the Rams. Remember when the Rams
Oh, that game was fucking sucked.
It was one of the slowest fucking
God. That's when I actually watched it for the ads.
Yeah, so that was his last season with New England.
Yeah.
He actually was in 2013 was the NFL receiving leader.
Yeah.
That was the year he went to the Pro Bowl, first team All-Pro.
Yeah.
He has 247 receptions for almost 5,000 yards.
Yeah, they called him Flash for a reason. He was showed glimpses of like Randy Moss speed and shit, you know.
Yeah, he was. I guess he was super good at track.
Yeah, makes sense with how fast he is.
He ran a 4.40 at the combine.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He was only a 3-star recruit in college.
All right, for weed. No, I don't know. But yeah, you're right though. It would probably have to be Tom Brady to bring him in, you know?
Well, that's the thing is
Russ.
Do they have room?
No. Well,
they have
Godwin or whatever. They have Chris Godwin, Mike Evans.
And they have that Scotty Miller kid who is
balling out
fast.
Antonio Brown. So that's 4, but I don't know their whole depth chart.
But that's what I'm saying. So those 4 guys get the most.
Yeah.
And then you got Gronk as the 5th option.
Yeah. Even when he went to Seattle, he wasn't one of the first 4 options. You know.
Yeah. Does he get brought in as that guy just in case someone gets hurt?
Good.
Because him and Tom have that
connection. Yeah, the connection.
Really good connection.
Yeah. Or it can say, or maybe Seattle claims him back. You know. Or keeps him.
I mean, they might.
But they got DK Metcalf, who is basically him, just
bigger.
Without
so much bigger.
But you know what I'm saying? Fast. He can go up and get it. He can burn the receivers for streaks and all that shit. But he doesn't come with all the bullshit. You know.
No, DK Metcalf out here just.
Yeah, he's bully. He's a fucking bully. Is what he is. He's like the size of a.
He's like the Derrick Henry of wide receivers, bro.
He's like a linebacker, like knock your fucking block off. I could see him playing both sides of the ball if they let him.
Oh, is Godwin hurt?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Godwin's hurt.
Yeah, so Mike Evans was who we forgot to mention.
No, I said Mike Evans after. I said Godwin, then Mike Evans.
Yeah, so right now their starting 3 are Mike Evans, that Scotty Miller kid who came onto the scene last year, and this kid's fast. It's like
so fast. He makes fast people look not fast.
He legit kind of reminds me of Wes Welker.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of because he's not super tall. He's just kind of quick. Yeah. He's kind of quick on the inside.
So he's a slot.
Yeah, and then they have Jalen Darden.
Never heard of her. I mean him.
He's a rookie. That's why.
Gotcha.
Small guy, 5'8", out of North Texas.
Oh, he's like what's his name? Oh, Jesus Christ! So the white receiver that played for the Cowboys is with Buffalo now.
Beasley?
Anti-vaxxer, yeah, like a Cole Beasley.
Yeah, I mean he finished his career as the all-time leader in all these things at the college he went to.
Jesus Christ!
Was named for awards and ESPN All-American, first team All-American. Damn, bro, this kid out here booling.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I mean. I hadn't heard of him.
Yeah.
I wonder what his combine speed is, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think he doesn't have any receptions.
Yeah.
He doesn't look 22. He looks older.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking. No, never mind. I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm thinking of the wide receiver for the Raiders. The wide receiver is a slot, smaller guy.
Oh, this Jalen's guy's not white.
Okay, I'm gonna find the Raiders one.
I'm curious.
They all think he's like 32, but he's like 24 or something.
This guy, we took him in the 4th round. Hey, he made the squad, bro.
That's what's up. He's showing out.
I mean, to make it, he was projected to go 6th or 7th round.
Wow, that's wild, dude.
His
Hunter Renfro's who I was thinking of.
Yeah. So his weaknesses are he's small, slight build. Frequently faced one-on-one coverage against slow corners.
Yeah.
Leans into breaks, giving away pathways. Doesn't like working across the middle. unable to overcome his size liability on contested catches. Not much of a catch radius due to his size. Averaged 132 yards per game in his senior year at college.
How many?
132.
Damn. That's crazy, bro.
He had 31 receiving touchdowns over his last 21 games.
That's wild, bro.
He's fast.
Yeah. So, but he's on the roster for Tampa Bay.
He's their third option right now. Yeah.
Because Chris Godwin's out.
It doesn't give me his 40 though. That's what I was really wondering.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't run the combine. He probably didn't. So he probably doesn't have an official 40.
Oh, 4.46.
I guess he does. Damn, it's pretty fast.
It's quick.
Pretty quick, yeah. So.
I mean, I never run anywhere near that.
Yeah, I'd run like a 10, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. No, I'm kidding. But how about switching gears? How about the San Francisco Giants, baby? I'm staring at the Giants flag we have in the studio. We are Giants fans here. Die-hard, bleed orange and black. So,
exactly.
Clinch the playoffs. First team to do it. Only team to do it as of now, aren't we?
I believe so, yes.
And we are just steamrolling. I mean, yeah, we lost a couple games this week, but I mean, right now it's just we're playing just to go through the motions, right?
Yeah, I mean, when you cling, I mean, technically you could bring the AAA team up and let them play the rest of the year.
Just forfeit, just not show up. Like, nah, we're good, bro. So, yeah, I know I was talking to my son, again, happy birthday, Jordan.
The Dodgers have officially clinched, too.
Oh, yeah, fuck them. We are not Dodgers fans, as you can tell.
The Bucks can clinch. The Bucks can all... Or the Brewers. I saw Milwaukee.
I was like, wait, what?
The Milwaukee Brewers can... The next closest team is them. They only need 5 wins and they'll clinch.
Got you. But yeah, so my son was saying, because if you've been with the dynasty, with the team, a fan of the team for however long, years upon years, it was every even year for 2010, 2012, 2012, 2014, 2016, right? Yeah, I believe so. It's either that or 2010. 2012, 2014. Anyways, it was every even year for those 3 World Series that we won. So my son said, Dad, we can't win this year. It's not an even year. And I was like, shut the fuck up, sit down, okay? No, we can win it. And who do you think can beat us in a series? I don't think anybody's going to beat us in a best of. I just don't see it. Can it happen? Absolutely. Will it? I don't think so.
And that's tough. You'll have to see. It's weird to see teams that are just hot and then when the playoffs hit and they kind of just...
Yeah, but I just
anymore.
I get that, but I just don't see us not being. I just.
So that's what I'm saying. It's just, to me, it's really like that first game or two in the playoffs will really show.
Yeah. Well, our record's 96-52, bro. 96-52.
Oh yeah.
I wonder what the record is for wins and losses in MLB.
Honestly, I think it's like one.
There's what?
There's like 182.
182 games in the season. I thought it was 160.
I thought it was 182.
No, I think we've done this before. I think you got mixed up because there's 82 games in an NBA season. I believe it's like 160 if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, because the season's about over and we are 96-52, which would be what, 146?
Yeah, it's 162.
Yeah, 162. 46. We're at 148 games that we've played so far. 148. So we've got 14 more games. So
the record for most wins is 116.
116
and 36 losses.
I mean, we can't do. We need 20 more wins to be able to match that.
Yeah.
There's not 20 more games in the season. There's only 14.
I mean, if you just that doesn't even add up, does it?
What was it?
116 and 36.
36 plus 16 and 46. Yeah, I think so.
No, that's 52. 152.
So that must have been before they, implemented more games.
It was 1906.
Oh yeah, 100% then.
They ended up losing the World Series.
Damn. Well, it's like the Dubs went 73-9.
72-10 has a ring to it.
73-9 and lost.
Yeah.
So.
Well, so. Oh, that's weird. I'm trying to look at the most wins here. So there's 2 teams to actually have done the 116.
Yeah.
The 2001 Mariners.
Wow. Was that with
they lost in the...
Was that with Griffey though? Ken Griffey Jr.?
Probably. They were 116 and 46.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay.
And then the Yankees in 98 are 114 and 48.
Jeter probably.
Oh yeah, that's a Jeter year. And then the 1954 Indians were 111 and 43. 1909 Pittsburgh Pirates were 110. 1927 the Yankees 110. So 1986 the Detroit Wolverines were at 87.
Detroit in 86?
Yeah.
86. Detroit
1886.
Wolverines. Oh, I was like, what the fuck?
1886.
I was like, I've never heard of the Wolverines. That makes no sense.
I mean, at this point, would you say how many wins do we have?
96. We're 20 off from that record. The most we get is what's 96 plus 14 would be.
No, we're at 96 right now.
Yeah.
So that would put that puts it at 11.
Yeah.
That puts it at the 11th best.
11th best, got you. Oh, as of right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
With 96 wins.
Got you. And I'm trying to see, so 96, let me see, I'm doing some math myself. So, we have 96 wins and 52 losses. Where is it? So let's do 96 plus 52. So we've played 148 games, like I said. And so we have 14 games before the season's over. So 96 plus 14 is what? That's 106. And then 110 is the most we can win if we won out.
So if you won out, you'd be tied. We'd be tied with the Pirates and the Yankees at 110.
For what?
For fifth place.
Fifth place, not bad. But we're not.
That'd be a win out.
We're not going to win out.
The crazy thing is with these teams that are like top of the leagues, whatever. It's like a 50-50 shot on if they even make it to the World Series.
Yeah.
A lot of these teams, like not a lot. Well, some of them lose in the playoffs, getting to the World Series. Most of them do make it to the World Series.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's like almost a 50-50 in the top 10. It's like I think it's 6-1, 4 lost.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. 60% chance.
So that's
craziness. Well, keeping with baseball, how about that ump? That was fucking drilled in them.
Yeah, I hope you're doing all right, bro.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know if I'd be doing all right after
I'm going to look it up, but he had to have had like a broken cheekbone.
Or concussion. Well, that's the thing, like, we think that, but I've had some shit happen.
Freak accidents and shit.
I've been, like, legit hit in the face with a metal pipe when I was trying to jack up a truck when I was four-wheeling. Like, the whole weight of the ass into the truck was on it, and the pipe hit me in the cheek and literally barely bruised my face.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like...
Yeah, no, just shit happens. But you can get an fender bender and pass away. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So, it's like... First off, I'm like baffled. Well,
his shit was automatically bloody, and he was opening his mouth like trying to see, you know?
Yeah, well, first off...
He remained in the game.
Yeah, I knew that, yeah.
Yes, I didn't. That's wild.
First off, homeboy missed first base by 15 feet.
Set it up so if they don't know what we're talking about, you can give them a visual.
So the batter, I don't remember the batter's name, hit the ball up the middle.
It was here. Umpires. Let me see. He was struck in the face by an errant throw by Cardinal shortstop Edmundo Sosa. He fielded the ground ball in the hole near second base, the bottom of the second, before wheeling and firing to first base. But Sosa's throw didn't fall into the glove of the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt, as Mets outfielder Kevin Pillar ran down the first base line. Valentine, which is the ump, was hit with the ball, and he was bloodied as a result of the throw. Valentine remained on the ground for several seconds, getting to his feet. I'm trying to see who the batter is, but sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so he hit it. The shortstop grabbed it right by second.
Which is Sosa.
And he did a spin. Like, he got it and, like, spun.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he threw it, the announcer said that it was like a 15 feet off the base.
Yeah.
So, a professional shortstop missed first base by 15 feet. And drilled this ump who was looking at first base, getting ready to make a call, in the side of the head. And I know it wasn't intentional.
Yeah, no, not at all. And you see his face, he's all...
Yeah, like
Sosa that threw it.
Hey, he feels bad. I know it was intentional, but 15 feet, that's a huge margin.
Yeah.
Also, I looked it up, and the average elite middle infielder in the pros, which is shortstop or second baseman, can throw across the infield anywhere between 85 and 95 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And so I'm assuming Sosa, trying to get the ball there quick, would have been on the upper end of that.
Yeah.
So this ump took, let's say, a 90-mile-an-hour ball,
average it, yeah,
to his cheek. Unsuspected, didn't see it coming.
I've only seen that in pornos.
And he finished the game.
Yeah, someone finished in the face. But yeah, that's wild. Yeah, he should get. His balls need to be carried away in a wheelbarrow. No, but yeah, that's crazy. And my whole thing is like we were joking earlier, and I was like, but was it an accident? Like the longest yard where that ref kept making super plays and remarks, and Adam Sandler drilled him square in the nuts with that pass just on purpose.
Yeah.
This you could clearly see was an accident. If it wasn't, that motherfucker got some great aim.
Hey, if it wasn't, dude, he's going to jail.
Yeah, he should. It's like attempted murder kind of shit.
But like I said, from what I've seen and what I've watched, to me it looked 100% like an accident. I feel like he just did that spin throw and came out of it, and his rotation threw off his arm movement.
But he did the spin to try to put some velocity, some speed on it, probably.
I think the angle he was moving because of where the ball was, it was kind of more second base side.
Forcing him to do it.
So he ran that way, and he felt like a weird across the body throw.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been able to get the force on it.
Well, he did get the force on this.
And
he got the force, but yeah.
And so he wasn't being able to get the arm strength. And we see shortstops and second basemen do it all the time.
Yeah, overthrow and shit.
Well, the spin. We see that spin to get into a more squared up position all the time. Mm-hmm. He's probably done it 1,000 times. And this time, accidents happen.
I bet you that fucking ump was on his toes for the rest of the game. Anytime someone hits a shortstop, he's like, ooh. Right. Probably missing outs on the plate and on first base.
Or, maybe that shortstop might just... he might be scared to full send it again like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's tough because you don't want a guy to be scared to full send it. As an organization...
Well, I really, like you said, Big, I really hope that ump is all right, and we're hoping for his, safety, or not safety, but his health.
Honestly,
he finished the game.
Lightweight might have got a concussion.
Yeah, but there's not concussion protocol for? Oh, no, I'm sure there is somehow.
They probably were like, "Hey, bro, what day of the week is it?" You know what I mean? Like,
follow this pen. Who's pitching?
Other baseball news. They may shelf Shohei for the rest of the season.
Man, and we've been strong supporters of Shohei on the podcast ever since Big Mike brought it to my attention about him.
I guess warming up. He wasn't even pitching the other day. It was they were doing like some throws to warm up. He was supposed to be in the field or whatever, and he felt some tightness in his throwing shoulder. And with the season where it is for them,
there's no postseason.
They kind of said they canceled his start yesterday, which was Friday, 9/17. They pulled him from that start and had someone else start in his place. And to be honest, he's had injuries already. He's had surgeries. So for them to treat this the way they are, kudos.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Because they could easily have forced him to start.
Or, tried to encourage him to. Because, he's probably going to win MVP. There's only 14 games. Well, depending on how many they've played. There's anywhere between 10 and 20 games left for each team. He's given enough to fucking win that award.
I think he should win it solely based on the combined stats of what he's done.
1,000,000%.
Do I think he, as a pitcher alone, he could win the Cy Young? No. His stats are not what I would consider Cy Young stats. Mm-hmm. And his batting stats, if he was just a batter, I don't think he would win MVP solely on that.
Yeah.
But the way that he's changed the game this year...
Yeah. Revolutionized it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, kudos to the team. And even if he was in, like, he was fighting, like, I personally think that he's got the award in the bag. But if the team might think that and pull him, but even if they didn't, like, they could really try to put him in there to try to get that, to push it so he could try to get that win while doing more damage to him that's not needed. Because when a player does win that award, or Rookie of the Year, whatever award they win, and they're on that team, that brings publicity to that team. You know what I'm saying? Not that they need publicity, but it brings some kind of, like, I don't know, like a validation to that team. For the coaches, for the front office, everybody wants their team player on their team to win MVP, Rookie of the Year, fucking defense, whatever it may be. So they could really push him to play to get that, so they can have that validation. But like Big Mike over here said, kudos to them for not, and as far as we're aware, shelving him for this last like leg of the season. You know, you want to keep him as healthy as you can, so we can have a longer career.
Yeah. So I looked to see who in. Their league, because in MLB they do an MVP for each league.
Yeah.
It's not for the whole MLB. It's AL, NL.
Yeah.
So, Shohei pitches in the AL. Well, plays, not just pitches.
Yeah.
Plays in the AL. And at this point, this on USA Today writer says, if you would have asked people a month ago, Shohei would have won the AL MVP no matter what.
Yeah.
As of now, though,
never slipped probably.
This guy thinks, in this guy's opinion, because Shohei is no longer the home run leader.
Oh yeah.
Guerrero passed him. Vlad Guerrero Jr. Has passed him in that category. And the crazy part, this is what this guy is saying, is right now he thinks Shohei is still ahead.
Yeah.
But if Vlad Guerrero Jr. can do what has only been done once in the 21st century,
which is
get the Triple Crown.
Oh shit! So that's hitting.
That's
fielding.
That's highest batting average. High number one home run.
Okay.
And number one in RBIs.
Oh, okay.
All in the same season.
Hitting. It's all hitting. Okay.
It's only been done once
in the 21st century.
Yeah.
By who? Babe Ruth.
Miguel Cabrera, I believe.
Oh, really? That's more recently then.
I think it was Miguel Cabrera, if I'm not mistaken. He thinks if he can win the Triple Crown, then he'll end up being named MVP.
And that makes sense.
Especially if Shohei gets shelved. If Shohei gets shelved and he's shut down for the year, and then Guerrero goes on to win the Triple Crown, then...
That would make sense. That would make sense.
But...
And they're saying Tatis is a runner
for
the American League, or
I think they're trying to say it's a runaway for Tatis.
A runaway?
Like it might be, like his is like he's taking it and going.
Oh, okay. Oh, a runaway.
Yeah.
I thought you said like one run away. I'm like, what?
No.
Yeah, I like Tatis.
Bryce Harper deserves to win the NFL MVP.
I haven't heard shit about him.
Yeah.
But I felt so bad when Tatis was forced by his own team to apologize for celebrating his Grand Slam.
Bro, you pimped that shit, bro.
And he didn't really. He did, but not to that. But your team forced you to fucking apologize. Like, let that be my decision, my PR team's decision. Don't fucking force me to apologize. You know, and I don't think he should have. We talked about that.
Well, that's my thing. I personally,
let him pimp it.
I want someone to pimp it.
Yes, I want them to all be jacked up on steroids and look like those fucking big ass bulls that you see like on the pasture that are fucking all the cows. You know, like just huge, ripped, shredded. Yeah.
So in the NL, it looks like Bryce Harper's making a late charge to try to challenge Tatis.
Tatis is gonna take it.
He's gonna get it, in my opinion. But like. That's my thing. So a pitcher, say he strikes out the side in the game, is allowed to fucking
celebrate and jump up,
fist pump, jump up with the catcher, high five, fucking touch butts, whatever, you know. But if I hit a grand slam to put my team up in the bottom, or not the bottom of the ninth, but just top of the ninth,
in general, grand slam in general. I don't give a fuck. It's the first.
I'm not allowed to fucking. Not allowed to just flip the bat a little bit and watch it.
But he didn't do that, I don't believe.
No, but I'm saying...
No, you're right.
That's
you're
my
right,
argument.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Even to the extreme.
His came off when he was coming off from third to home, and he, like, saluted to his teammates or something. But, yes,
no, that's even to the max. Like, even if I'm saying in the biggest moment.
Yeah.
We're down top of the ninth, whatever, and I jack a grand slam.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're up 2 or 3 or whatever, and because at that moment, if you hit that and you know it's gone, because when you've played baseball long enough, those guys know it's gone.
Yeah.
And you hit it, and you know it's gone, and you flip your bat and scream and whatever emotions are coming out at that point. And then you round third, and some guys point up at the sky, some guys high five, got special handshakes with the third base coach. Mm-hmm. Like, come on, bro, let me pimp. I'm a pimp it at each base.
Yeah, who the fuck cares, dude? Like,
it's your job to make sure I don't do that.
Right?
It's my job to do that.
Yeah. Like, we start sidestepping, grabbing your nuts, looking at the pitcher.
That
can get you. That can get you struck, though.
That's what. But you know the job was dangerous. Like, if you wanted to pimp it on that pitcher, know that in baseball, traditionally, if you're going to pimp it,
you're going to hit, or your teammate is. And
to me, that's fucked. Your teammate.
Yeah, that's so fucked, dude.
Okay, first off, it's fucked that. Like throwing a ball at like 90 miles an hour at someone's rib cage is normalized.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of weird, but
kind of weird. I think it's kind of weird.
But fucking up the next dude in the batting order who
dude, check this out.
Like, to me, that's just there's a whole level of like maybe we shouldn't throw balls at people's bodies at 95 miles an hour. But then there's like, this dude had nothing to do with this.
My whole thing is, if I'm on deck and I watch fucking Tatis fucking, and I'm like, no, God, please, no. Oh, fuck. Like, dude, I'm so taking a shit in your locker tonight. And then you get up to bat and your knees are trembling. Oh, God, the bat's trembling. You look at the ump and he's looking at you like, sorry, bro, can't help you on this one. Catcher's like, hey, you're fucked. You're just like, oh, come on, dude, come on. Well, I'm charging that fucking pitcher, dude, with the bat over my head, both hands.
Oh, facts, bro. You hit me for something the dude before me did.
That's like you fucking, tracking in dog shit in my carpet, and then your wife comes to the door and my wife hits her. Bah! Like, what the fuck? Like, or vice whatever, right? No, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fucking, me going, oh, Dakota, you're fucked, like, and you going, going, sorry, babe. It is what it is.
Hey, it's tradition.
And then Dakota saying, yeah, I guess it's just tradition. You gotta live with it.
I can't cry. No crying in baseball. Can't even show pain when you get hit with a ball. Legit. That's the thing. Like,
baseball's...
Don't rub it.
Yeah, right.
Like, there's all these things when you get hit with the ball. Don't rub it. Don't act like it hurt. Motherfucker.
Dude, that ump touched his face and went, opened his mouth. A couple times, it was like, no crying. I'm umping.
You notice how they said in the article was only down for seconds.
Yeah.
LeBron.
Take note. God. Somebody fucking smacks the ball and your finger gets touched. Like that crying meme. LeBron. If you don't win an Emmys for your fucking Space Jam 2, you've definitely earned them in the NBA.
Yeah, dude. So that's what I'm saying. So, well, I'm hoping Shohei wins it.
Yeah, and Tatis as well.
But if Guerrero comes through and triple crowns that bitch, caps off, bro.
Yeah, and tell Bryce Harper, you've been there, dude. Let somebody else get it.
Hey, facts though, Guerrero, you let a pitcher lead the league in home runs for a long time.
Ouch.
Gang, homie.
Yeah, you don't deserve it. But it is what it is.
Guerrero Jr. is a stud.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything from them. No. Don't want that smoke.
No, his dad will come after us too. He's a stud
right,
too.
Right. But yeah, that's all I have on this one. Do you have any more? I mean, there's other things, but I just don't know.
Just real fast, I want to mention there's some rumors with the Ben Simmons trade situation.
Oh, yeah. Hey, shit, you might be breaking it.
It's all over Twitter, so...
I wouldn't trade my fucking dog's shit in the yard for Ben Simmons right now.
So supposedly, sources tell The Athletic, which... crazy thing is, I don't know how I got this notification since I don't follow The Athletic on Twitter, But hey,
maybe it was meant to be there.
it says that the terms for the trade have been agreed upon, but not finalized, obviously, or that would be headline. ESPN be talking about it for 3 weeks straight.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons would be traded to the Spurs for DeJounte Murray, Thaddeus Young, Keldon Johnson, and a projected first-round pick. And all the Spurs are getting is Ben Simmons.
It doesn't. I don't understand why people. I don't get it. I don't know what the buzz is with him right now. But personally, I wouldn't want him. And as a Warriors fan, when there was rumors that there were talks, I was fucking pissed. I was mad. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Tell us what y'all think in the comments.
Yeah, because I don't know. That's a lot for Ben Simmons.
Yeah, dude. I wouldn't trade Jen Simmons for Ben Simmons. You know, like it is what it is, though. What can you do? So.
And I mean, Popovich. Is Popovich going to get well?
He makes good players out of people. You know, he can turn somebody.
Popovich is that guy who can take someone and use them inside of his system effectively.
Yeah.
Is really what he can do.
One, everybody's saying that Ben Simmons' jump shot's broke. It just needs to be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, it's like, I mean, the difference is like Lonzo's jump shot broke. Right? That thing was broke when he came into the league.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's worked.
Yeah. He's changed it completely.
Yeah, if you look at his jump shot rookie year, with that whole moving it like around his fucking head bullshit.
Up across his chest or whatever it was.
Compared to now?
Now $86 million or $84 million?
He's put in the work.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Ben Simmons at, bro?
Australia? No, I don't know. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying, though? Like, if supposedly all these people around him are saying that he can shoot.
And he won Rookie of the Year and shit.
And it's
his like second year. The fucking stupid. Anyways, don't get me started on that.
But, you're telling me that supposedly you have this jump shot that everybody in your camp is saying it's just broke, it needs to be tweaked a little bit and fixed, and it's there?
Why you haven't?
Why the fuck are you? Yeah. If you're this superstar, fucking shooting guard, point guard, I don't know what fucking position you play half the time because they switch you around there in Philly.
Yeah, because you can't do anything in any position, so they're just trying to put you in and see where you get.
Why have you not spent the hours to tweak and rework your jump shot?
Yeah.
Because if your jump shot doesn't work, as Lonzo's was effective at the college level just because of the level of play.
But he was also a facilitator who could get the job done.
And once he got to the NBA, he realized, kind of like Tebow in the NFL, he's like, oh shit, my mechanics, like athletically and brain-wise, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Mechanically, I got some things to work on.
Yeah. But like I said, that was a different... Sorry, go ahead.
No, that was my thing. Is like, come on, like if Lonzo can do it.
But like I said, the difference with Lonzo is he could assist on scoring when he wasn't shooting good. Yeah. Ben Simmons is a fucking stone in the middle of the court.
Man doesn't play defense.
Do shit. Doesn't do dick.
He literally, to me, kind of reminds me of a less good bit.
Ben Simmons?
No, I was going to say Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
Because when Blake Griffin first came in,
all he would do is dunk.
Anything around the rim was what he could do.
Yeah.
Which... Hey, more power to you.
Yeah, but he was putting up points.
He was also a big man. So when Blake Griffin came into the league, most centers weren't popping corner threes like they are now.
Like a fucking ball, taco.
You know what I mean? Like Joel Embiid, threes are part of his game that he's worked into his game because he realizes he needs to be able to at least consistently hit them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So guess what Blake Griffin did? Same fucking thing. Mm-hmm. So, but you're telling me, Ben Simmons, that you can't fucking do that.
Yeah, I don't get it. I just don't... He doesn't seem like he wants to be in here.
Shaq.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's like, oh, Shaq, why couldn't he just get in the gym and work on his fucking free throws? Yeah. That's the same argument.
Yeah.
Shaq swears up and down he spent hours and hours and hours and hours or whatever trying to fix that issue. And if Shaq says it, his work ethic... makes me believe that he did.
Well, Kobe said that Shaq would have been probably the greatest player in the history of the game if he just had a stronger work ethic. if he worked, if he was, but you got to think, he's comparing, like, to his work, to Kobe's work ethic. You can't.
Jordan's work ethic and Kobe's work ethic,
Jordan,
can't compare.
Yeah, Jordan's work ethic was great, but he also liked to fuck off and gamble and smoke cigars and drink and do this. Kobe's whole thing, if he wasn't being a girl dad, he was he was a gym rat.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So, like, Jordan's work ethic didn't compare to Kobe's.
Yeah.
But that's why Kobe is mentioned as the reincarnation, in a sense, of Jordan, He's
an asshole, and that's how, literally...
You have to be.
Because
he gets shit done.
And that was his thing, is nobody trains as hard as me, so why do I trust them with my goals?
Exactly. That's why I don't pass to you, because I know I've taken the shot a million times in practice. I don't know what the fuck you've done. I don't see you in there,
You show up for the scheduled practices right before you need to be there and bounce right after. Like, I don't trust that shit.
Bitch, he wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
You ain't shooting with me in the game. You can carry the ring that I get you to, but...
Ouch. And hold these. But, yeah, no. And I think that's a great way to end it right there with the Mamba. That Mamba mentality right there, right?
Facts.
So, is it time to wrap it up, Big? What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
I got a birthday dinner to get to. Yeah, so with that being said, again, happy birthday, Jordan. Love you, bud. My firstborn. And on that note, I think there was something else I was going to say. Oh, yeah. The usual. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Please share. Everything helps. If you're listening to us on a podcast platform or Spotify or Apple, we appreciate everything. And I don't know how that works, so I don't use those. But if there's anything you can do to help, we appreciate it as well. But I'm Blizz, and that's Big over there. This is the Big and Blizz podcast. Until episode 17, peace.